Hi, this is Marla Theodoro. I'm going to be making a Quarantine Qutie, and my theme this week is using all Dina Wakely materials. So I just want to show you my work table and what I've got: all her paints, the scribble sticks, some collage words, and some chipboard. I actually have colored some of her collage paper. I have stamps, I have her stencils, and I have her collage collective book. So let's get started. Hi. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to be making the booklet. And the way to make the booklet is I learned from Dina Wakely. And you take a sheet. I like using the two back-to-back colored sheets, because then when you open up and you see in the pocket, you've got a design as well. So let me take you how to make a little mini Quarantine Qutie booklet. So I've got a sheet from her collage collective, and what you do is you fold it. She calls it hot dog. Fold it hot dog, and line it up. Let me make sure I line it up. Okay. There we go. And if you have a bone folder, you can use that. Okay, there. And then you open it up, and then you fold it hamburger style, as she says. Line it up, and then fold. Okay, seeing that? And then what you do is you open that up and fold it back one. Hope you're getting this. I'm not very good at the video, trying to get this everybody to see. So hopefully this will work. It's going to be a long process, so feel free to speed up. And you cut one of the folds right here. There you go. Okay, that's folded. All right, now you've got this with the hole in it. Take it like this. Open it. See, open. See, it's like kind of like open, and now you've got your book. So what you want to do is, I like to see which would be a interesting front cover. Oh, got something on there. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so I like to see which page would be an interesting cover, and I think I'm going to wrap it around like that. And I'm folding it. Now the bone folder would be really useful. Okay, or a ruler. Ruler works really well, or something that can help you. There. Okay. So now you've got a book, and on the top, some of them are open on the bottom and the top, and some of them, you want to make sure you get, oops, see, that one didn't fold right. Let me just put that down so it's open because of all the folded. Let's see if I can't get that a little more even. There, oh, still not working evenly here. Okay. We'll cover that up with washi. Now I use washi tape. So you want to see where your top is, because this is where I also pre-cut. I've decided I'm going to do these little tags, and I pre-cut these into, so that I knew they would fit. See, they're going to be coming in like that. You know, so that'll be taped up, and this bottom will be taped up. This is an open bottom, so that'll be taped up. Some of them need just taping up on the bottom. Some need taping up on the sides and bottom. See, we'll be sliding those in. And where did I get these tags? Well, I made them. I made them from the Collage Collective book. Let me get the page. I used, oops, sorry. Nothing like tilting and hitting stuff. Okay, let me make sure I got that. I used it, I took this, I made a cover. I took this page, and I used a tag stencil, and I just cut them out from here. And then I used this little tool, this little cutter, press cut to make the little tag stickers. And I just, I did it with the scraps that I had. And you can see here, I might use this little piece. I might use this in developing. You never know, I might use it as a collage piece. So that's where I got the tags from. And what's nice is there's a back. You get a different back. So they're double-sided. And so I can either use this for journaling, or I may put some stamps on here. I haven't decided what they're so pretty. But I know I'm going to at least add some words to each one. I haven't decided yet. So that's what I use, is the Collage Collective. So now that I have the book, I've got to get my washi tape, which I forgot to tell you. I have Dina Wakely washi tape. And that's over here. All right, now I get her sometimes mixed up with a few others because they all look great, and I just put them all together in a carrying case. So forgive me, forgive me, Dina, if I've used somebody else's, but they look very similar, and I love them all. So I'm going to, let's see what colors I've got here. I'm going to be using this, and let's see. This, I don't want to use a really thick tape because then it takes over the page because it's a small book. So let's see if I actually have her tape or not. So we're going to be using, you can see the book. I'm going to be using some washi tape. Trying to find the beginning here, sorry. Okay. So what I do is I cut a piece. Okay. And this one only needs the bottom. So I kind of go here like so. Didn't want to do that. Let's open that up. There we go. And I'm going to cut that and bring it around. Don't like wrinkles. There. And okay, there we go. So that's one page. It only needed the bottom. And hang on. It'd be nice if I had my glasses on so I can see. Okay. Sorry about that. And now this side, this one needs the side. So I'm going to take, let's see, a different one. This looks like Dina's. I'm going to use a little more colorful one. Like here, measure. With a little extra. And yes, I do have some Tim Holtz merchandise here as well. I do like his, I'm using his workspace table here, his workspace. And I also have a few other items of his, like Distress Medium. I also have Dina's as well, so I use both. Okay. You can see there. And we're going to cut that right there. Okay, good. That aside. That's 2 pages down. And this one needs the bottom. So I'm going to try this one. There's different color hearts here. Okay, you can see here. I'm going to cut. Yes, this is all real time. You may hear the dogs bark occasionally. I'm sorry about that. I've got a 9-year-old Yorkie, and I have 2 Coton de Toulouse. One is going to be 3 in a couple of like next week, and the other one will turn 1 in May. So, and then I have an 18-year-old cat, which I never hear. She's very quiet. Well, except when we're sleeping at 5 a.m. Then she wakes us all up wanting to come into bed. But that's so you may hear barking. They're window patrol. So if UPS comes, or the mailman, or FedEx, or Amazon, you're going to see that. So you can see I've got one more to do, and that's at the edge here. And I'm going to try to line the pages up and then fold it as is. Let me see if I can find another tape. I've got quite a selection down here, so let's make sure I have the right one. I don't know if this is hers or not, but we're going to use this one because it's got some really cool colors. Sorry, Dina. Okay, we'll take that. Almost the same colors, so that'll be fun. Okay. Oop, I actually cut it way too short, so let's try another one. Make it longer. Okay, good. Okay, and I'm going to line it up on the outside first. I'm not used to doing this with a video camera on, so you might see it out of the picture. There I'm trying. It's a little further away from me than I like, but I haven't gotten the setup quite down to a science yet. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so my book is complete. Well, the book itself is complete. So now we've got our book. See how that's buckling? Now I can fold it in. Let's see how the page will be. Okay, fold. I'm having trouble with this one today. I usually didn't have one. Okay. And there you've got your 4 pages. 4 pages. So what do I want to do on the cover? Let's see. Let me put my washi tape. I might use that later on, so we'll keep that there. And nothing goes to waste, so I might use that short piece for something. Alrighty. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. So now I've got the 4, and what I want to do is, I actually have, you're going to see my hand reach across. I've got her gloss sprays. Can you see in here? Oh, that's a little big. There we go. I've got some of her gloss sprays. And I'm going to spray it onto the glass here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my little sponges and maybe go give it a little tint. Just a little tint. And take maybe, I think I'm going to do some mineral. Take some of her paint. And then I want to put a little bit there. Not too much. These books don't need a lot. They're tiny. They're Quarantine Quties, remember? So they don't need a lot. I want to just kind of fade it out a little. And then she likes to do a little splashing. So I can do a little splashing, get some little gloss on there. All right, we can do that after as well. And while that's drying, I followed her. She's doing tutorials this week, and I took her white on white collage paper, and I sprayed it with the gloss spray. So I don't know if you can see, but the patterns show through, and you can cut these up. And she also had something interesting, which I think I'm going to try. I got these little tiny stamps along with this tiny little stencil from a British craft magazine that came with it, and they were featuring her. And aren't these the cutest little mini Dinas? So we can stamp those, or I did bring some other stamps. You can stamp, let's see how they might be. I want to do it with this one. Okay, so I thought these would be a great size, these women, and they've got some really cool words here. Okay. And I need a little stamp pad. Okay, here we go. So let's see how this will look. Let me pull one out. These are it's very humid here. I'm in San Antonio, so everything is very, okay, you can see. And let's see, the front cover is kind of bluish, so let's see. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Okay, and so what we can do is, okay, can you see that I'm cutting it out? I don't know how far. It's very hard when you're doing this alone. Okay, so, and these are all dried, even though they look shiny. That's the gloss spray, so you get this really nice little sheen to it. Hoping the blacking's dry. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and let's see how that will be. Okay, and my little gel medium here. Okay, I'm using, sorry Dina, right now I'm using Tim's. Can you see there? Tim's. With a nice little brush here. That's really fun. That's a nice kickoff for that. I like that. Okay. And I take the brush, I love these brushes, and I have it in a damp paper towel to keep it moist as I use it during this time. And I've got, let's see, she's got some really cool little words for this. Let's see what we want to use here. Loyal, strong, bold, brave, spirited. Let's do a couple of words. I'm going to put them on. Let's put them in line. Brave, strong. Let's do bold. Line it up. Can you see here? I'm lining up the words. And what's great is I can use the workspace on below me to kind of line them up. Brave, strong, bold, brave. Let's see if I can't line them up. And fierce. Oh, fierce is a good one. I like that. So sometimes I use cutout words. Sometimes I use stamped words. So putting that in there. Okay, and I'm going to put it right. Oop, brave is upside down. Sorry about that. I just noticed that. Oops. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's put that, give that another tap and put that right here. Look at, and there you have. Okay, and also now's my time to, I'm going to add that washi tape across. That's the perfect place for that. Okay, can't seem to see. Okay, and I'm going to, let's wrap, you know what? I'm going to wrap it around. It's kind of cool. Okay, there. This is still drying a little bit, but getting there. The first page is getting there. Yep, not done yet. Okay. Oops. Okay, hang on, girls. Hang on, everybody. Here's putting things away or else they get all over the place. I'm like one of those, yes. I'm one of those. When I use it, I have to put it away or else I get nutty. And I've got these little extra doodads. Maybe make it a tab. Let me see here. Is there any shape that I can stamp on here? Let me find. I have lots of her stamps. Oh, maybe the writing one. And then, oh, I've got that. Tiny, 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 tiny. I'm just going to take the word. This, you can see this has been used quite a bit. Just going to take it and stamp, stamp. Okay. And here, have this little tab here. And let's put some. Yes, I sing to myself when I'm making these. It kind of helps. Okay, let's get this out of the way so you can really see. Okay, there. Now normally I would sit back. I'd do a few things and come back and let it dry. But I think you're getting the hang of this. So now, as I do the next page, what do I want to do here? I think I'm going to use a stamp. Okay, this one I really like. It's one of the mini ones I got. This one gets used quite a bit. And I'm going to get some extra paper. I'm going to put that one right here. Nice, 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 nice. And let me get a towel to wipe up that color there. Oh, that dried already? Where's my little water bottle? And I'm not sure what else I want to do here, but there'll be a saying here. I've got these really cool, and then I also have these chipboards, which I'm planning on using maybe on the back. I'm not sure how I want to paint those or anything, but let's see. Oh. I had this one. I'm going to try to do things differently here. Let's try to do that. There we go. And that'll be a tag. Okay, so here, I may do here. Let's do this. Put that away there. And I think I'm going to want to do, let me get sand. I'm going to put a little bit, I'm going to do a little bit right on here. And kind of push it around. Kind of get my fingers in it. Just a little, I want it transparent. I want to see through the background. This is getting sticky. Okay. Try to get through the background. Wash my fingers. And maybe do a little. That. When you do a little paint on the print itself, it makes, like if I wanted to use any of these words, it's going to make it stand out. So the background, and then here. Okay, let's get these out of the way. I'm going to be using the marine, match a little bit. I'm going to spray it on the table there. And then I'm going to actually take this. And see what happens there. And do a little bit up here. See there, and do a little more spray. I've also learned that you want to wipe these out as soon as you spray. I've had a clog already, so you don't want to do that. And then here, I'm going to go down. Can you see here? I'm going to do that. There are no accidents. Whatever happens, happens. That's what's so fun. That's what's so much fun about making these. It's just that I get to use a lot of, as you can see, I use quite a bit of my supplies, which is nice. I get to try everything. That's what these are about. Ooh, there's a nice little line there. Let me, I think I'm going to use a piece of washi tape here. I think I'm going to go up here, not to cover it up, but I think I like the line, so I want to do something different. And then here. So if you haven't used your washi tapes in a while, or you haven't used anything, now's your chance to try out stuff you've been looking at or you want to try. Let's put that one here. Cover up her leg. That's not. Okay, can you see? see there. Okay. And you can see, let's see, when I fold up too long, so I can always cut that. Didn't want it that long. That's kind of cool. Just a small one. All right, now, let's see. I've got some different words here. And I'd like to make sure. So I think, let me try this one. I love the fact that Dina has these on collage paper because it makes it really interesting. Like I can add like tint of color, which I might do on these. I'll see how I want to do that. But what's nice is, let's see. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. I hate being on. I'm sorry I'm off camera a lot. It's just cutting them. Okay. Let's see. I'll be changing that around. And here. Okay, so let's see how I'm going to cut it here. And I am not afraid. I was born to do this. Okay, that's kind of cool, right? I'm going to have to... Okay, I can get this away because it's getting wet with water and I can't wash correctly. Move that. Okay. Probably have to wash this in the sink when I'm done. Because I just like, it just dries so quick. See, and I get to scrape it off, so. Okay, that'll work. We'll just keep piling color on top of that, no worries. Okay, so now, take that, take that, and that, and now. Okay, and then let's go here. Okay. I am. Shh. Girls, I'm videotaping. Stop it. Let that dry. Okay, as you can see, I've got maybe a few more things to do. Let's see how that goes. Okay, put my words out. And there you have it. That's the first page. Well, we've got our cover, we've got our first page. I think I'm missing something there. I don't know what I want to do yet. And something can go down here too. So, let me think. I did a stencil. Let me see. Oh, this might be fun. I may have to step out of the Dina zone, but let me see. I may have to. I'm not sure yet. Here, let me see this. Where's my little, oh, here it is. Where did that go? Okay, as you can see here. Okay, there. And is it wet down there? Nope, not wet. There. That just gives it some. And just a tip there. And let's do a little off the page. Right. There we go. I like it. I like that open space a little. It makes the text stand out. Okay. So there you have how I do this little mini book. So I don't know if you'd be bored enough for me to finish, but I'm going to finish this offline, off the video, or I don't know. My idea is I have to step away for a little bit and figure out, sometimes I just need to step away and then come back. But while that's drying, let me just show you, let me go get the other couple that I did. To show you the finish. And then what I'll do is when I finish this, I will post photos along with the video on how to finish. So while that's drying, these are just a few of the ones I've made in the weekends I've been home. This one was a Tim Holtz book that I did, and I used his tickets as the inside the pockets. I used them as tags and did a little bit there. So a lot of this is all Tim Holtz product. I just love that it's fun like that. He has a lot to work with, a lot of ephemera, a lot there. And I made an inside. I always try to have a little surprise. So instead of having the last tag, I made a mini book inside the mini book. I made a mini book. So what I did was I cut the paper in half. And then made a mini book. So you can see here that just tucks right in the last one right there. And then a back. So that was the Tim Holtz book. This is the Art by Marlena. I use a lot of her products. I love her stuff. She's you can see the difference, very colorful. And I used her die cuts as my tags. And so here's the book. And these were die cuts that I made into tabs, not tags, tabs, T-A-B-S. And these are all die cuts, and her paper, this was her collage paper. Now her collage paper was very thin. It's very thin. It's not tissue paper, but it's very thin. And so what I did was I took two of them and I printed them back to back on the inkjet. And if you look inside, there is color in there as well. There's a different page in there. And then what I did for the tags is I actually journaled on the front and then journaled on the back. Now I make it so nobody can read what I'm writing, so good luck with that. Just my thoughts, little bit thoughts on these trying times. And so I'm trying to be more, this one was very upbeat for me. and just a lot of fun, a lot of color. Now, I did use, in the Art by Marlene book, I did use some Dilutions paints. As you can see, I used some Dilutions paints just to settle down the background a little and pop my ephemera. And then here's the back, and you little tabs there. Now this one, this was my first little Quarantine Qutie, and I just used a mixture of everybody's things. So this was from the collage paper from Dina Wakely, the collage collection. And I watercolored stamps that were from Carabella. And then I used Dilutions chat stickers. So I have quite a bit in there. And this was just fun. I used some of my own stickers that I had made before. Just a lot of fun. I tried that out. And of course, I used Tina's stamp on the back. But I took that. And, oh, here's Jane Davenport's stamps as well. And I used Dina's on the back of the tags. So each tag is different. But the backs are all Dina Wakely backs. So as you can see, I tried to make little backs and then made them a little bit, tried to change them up. So that's the Quarantine Qutie tutorial. And I will show you the finished product when I'm done in photos. And I hope you enjoyed this. Who knows what's next? Who knows what's next Quarantine Qutie is going to be, or how many more I'm going to have of these. But everybody, I want everybody to stay home, stay safe, make art. Hopefully you love these little cuties, and it'll be a reflection of the times that we're in. It'll just be a nice memory of what you can do in these times. So take care, and thanks. Bye.